Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I'm doing okay, doing good. We got paid early, so I bought myself some yarn. Well, you know, that Menagerie yarn, Big Twist Menagerie from Joanne has been kind of calling my name. You know, I saw it when I bought the Vortex yarn. I saw it and I touched it and I liked it, but I liked the Vortex yarn better, so I bought the Vortex yarn at the time because I've been trying to not spend so much on yarn because everything else that we need has been so expensive, and I just trying to make sure that all our other needs have been met, and so yeah, so I haven't been buying too much yarn. But this yarn was just calling my name after seeing Shannon over there at another yarn making all the beautiful things that she's making with it. And she's enjoying working with it. And I was like, well, I knew when she got a hold of it and was working with it both in knit and crochet and how she raved about it, that I trust her opinion, and I knew that I would like it as well. And so I ordered some online to be picked up in the store so I could get them extra coupon and get that extra discount. So I got it rather cheaply, cheap. I got 2 different colors. I only got these 2 colors for the first time because I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. Because I knew I was going to come home and play with it. Because you know how you are when it's new yarn and you've been thinking about it since you've seen it. But I got this color. This is the Menagerie yarn. It is a 3-weight yarn. It's 410 yards, 5.29 ounces, 375 meters, 150 grams. It's a 3-weight yarn. Okay, it's a good 3-weight. It's kind of on the thicker side of a 3-weight. Now, they recommend a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and a 4 millimeter knitting needle. And of course, it says machine wash cold, do not bleach, dry flat, do not iron, do not dry clean, blah, blah, blah. This particular color is, let me find it here, blue parrotfish. That's this color. So I'm going to get that close enough for y'all to get a good look at that. That is beautiful. It's got some pink, it's got some purple, it's got some blue, and all on a white base. So, and I can tell you this is extremely soft. And what it reminds me of is the party yarn. And I also got this other color. I got the hummingbird color. And I'll pull that close so y'all can look at that. This is the color that really, as much as they have other colors, and I put another order in this evening for a couple of other colors, for one other color, and then some more of this so that I could share it with somebody. But yeah, this one just screams springtime to me, and I'm so hungry for springtime right now. So hummingbird is this one. And I've actually been playing with this one. But I will be playing with this one at a later time. But y'all know I had to put a hook in it. And I've been using a 5 millimeter hook because, well, I'm me. And this is what we got so far with the hummingbird and a 5 millimeter. I'm going to make a granny square top with it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. I thought about, I've been having kind of second guesses about that as I go because of how the colors are playing out, because I kind of wondered how they would play out going back and forth rather than, in this pattern. Because if anything that we've learned by watching Creative Grandma's videos and the stitch samples that she does of different colors and things like that, is that worked up in a square like this, it spreads the color out, and the colors play out differently. But when you work back and forth, say like you were like this, like you know, these half doubles, mostly half doubles. Say you were working half doubles, and see how this color plays out. It just pulls here and there, and you know, looks like it does. Looks like a wave or whatever it looks like, but this is that amber honey color in the I love this yarn. Why are you stalking that door? You just had an accident on the floor. It doesn't matter if you go outside now. Yes, I talk to my dog that way. But so I was kind of like, do I want to, you know, continue with the square, or do I want to just, you know, go back, frog this, and go back and do a, you know, do a panel like top? But I'm gonna go with my initial plan and make a granny square top with this, because I really love this. I love how this is playing out just fine. You know, if you really think about it, you know, this springtime colors playing out in the sun, in a window, it might, in a watercolor situation, it might play out like that. So, and I'm just barely into this skein, so, you know, I don't know how far it'll go. I got 5 of this one and 5 of the other one. I figure, you know, that's a little over 2,000 yards. That should be enough for an adult size top. But like I said, I did put another order in for another color, and then some more of the hummingbird, so that I can share it with somebody, one of the besties. And I did get some tea in the mail from my friend Marcia that lives up north. And so I'm going to have some of this tonight. This is Frederick's by Meyer. I think that's a grocery store up north. The flavor is called Peach Lemon Herbal Tea. And it came in this little bag here, instead of like the normal tea bags I'm used to. But it came in that little, and it's chunky bits instead of regular tea bags and tea flakes, you know. So I've been I let it steep for probably about 5 or 6 minutes, and then I've been trying to let it cool off, because it's not as cold here as it's been being. Oh my word, that is amazing. Oh y'all, that is righteous. Yes indeed. And I just put 2 little Great Value blue sweeteners in there. That's all it needed. It didn't need anything more than that. Oh my word, that is good. That is really good. But back to what I was saying about this yarn. I'm going to get this. I got a skein of party yarn in this bag here. I'm going to pull out and show y'all what I mean. This is Big Twist party yarn. And let's see, this color. Oh, goodness gracious. What color? Sunset. This is Sunset. I had quite a few skeins of this. But if you look pretty closely, they have a very similar consistency. They feel identical. If you go by feel, like if you closed your eyes and you just feel them in the skein without even touching to see how thick each of them is, you would think you were touching the exact same yarn. You really would. You would think, you would swear up and down you were touching the same yarn. Now, the party yarn is 240 yards, 3.5 ounces, and 220 meters, 100 grams. And it's a 4-weight, and it recommends a 5.5 millimeter hook. Now, I use a 6 because this is a rather thick 4. It's a very nice 4. So there is that 4 on my finger, okay? And then I'll show you this 3. And this is that 3. Not a huge difference. Not a huge difference at all. But they feel exactly the same. as far as texture, they feel the same. And that's not a complaint. That's so not a complaint. That is just an observation. Because I like working with the party yarn. The party yarn is smooth on the hook. It's really nice to work with. The only thing that I've ever had problem with the party yarn is it is a little splitty, and it does come unplied at times. And so you'll see, and I did see this with this skein that I started with. It did have a little stretch. Like when I went to go pull the do the center pull thing, I got yarn barf right away. And when I untangled the yarn barf and I'm working away on my square, next thing I know, I noticed that the yarn has broken inside the ball. So I ended up having to connect it. And but somehow, I don't know if it happened in their process, or if it happened as a result of me pulling it out, yarn barf. I don't know. I just know that it broke, and I had to tie it back together. And then there was a good little several inches that I worked that wasn't plied after that. That after I reattached them together, there were several inches that was unplied and splitty. But I mean, I worked through it. I just slowed my roll, so to speak, and worked through it, and it was fine. Lay down, little girl. Sorry. She just doing that swirly thing on my bed, and it drives me crazy. Either lay down or get off the bed. It drives me a little crazy. But anyway, these are just observations I've noticed about the yarn. Now, I have yet to make a project with the party yarn and then wash and dry it, so I don't have that comparison to give you. Now, I am going to make this granny square top. Ooh, that is so good. I am going to make this granny square top, and then I will wash it, but I'm not going to dry it, because I'm a little concerned about putting it in the dryer. The fact that all of their new yarn says don't put it in the dryer makes me think that in their R&D process, their research and development process, that they learned bad things when they put their yarn in the dryer. So I can only think that bad things happen when you put their yarn in the dryer. So I'm not going to put it in the dryer. And if I do, I'll put it on air only and no heat, just to be on the safe side. Now, you do you, and you do your project however you feel safe to do your project. But as far as me and mine, there's too many of Joanne's new yarn that says lay flat to dry, that makes me think that in their research and development process that they learned that things go bad if you put it in the dryer with heat. So maybe air dry only, put it in there and just let it tumble dry with air only, drape it over something and let it dry, but no heat. Just to be on the safe side, because we do invest a lot of our time and energy and money in these things. And I'd really, I don't want to see what happens. And because your girl might lose her stuff if something happens. Because I just wrote up all my stuff for my taxes, and I wrote out all I counted all through my receipts and did all the math on how much I spent on yarn last year and the year before. And oh my God. Holy cow. Holy moly. Why did I do that to myself? Oh, why did I do the math? Why? Why did I add that up? That was torture. because it was torture. It's like, well, why did I end that up? You know, why? And then I had to remember that I didn't even have all my receipts. But I did go through bank statements from all last year and write down stuff. And I went through my emails and wrote down all my online orders and stuff. So, yeah. I did lots of research for taxes and stuff. Just to, you know, to make sure I could tax deduct every single one of them. Every single yarn purchase, because I show it on this lovely channel and share it with y'all, and I want to use every single one of them I can use for a tax deduction. You betcha I do. So there's hardly ever a yarn purchase that comes through these doors that I don't share with y'all. Very, very seldom do I buy yarn and not share it with y'all. Now, I will share something with y'all that I did the same week that I started the Vortex blanket. I went back, it was like the next day or something like that. This is confession time. The next day I went back and looked and noticed that they had another color in the Vortex yarn that I didn't see the first time, and that wasn't out on the floor when I was at the store. Because when I was at the store, that I bought my first 6 cakes of that Vortex yarn while I was in the store and saw all the yarn on the floor. Okay, I didn't buy it in the app like I normally buy. That's normally how I do yarn with Joann's. As I go through the app, I find what I want and I get the discounts and order it for pickup. That's what I normally do, because I don't like to do all that walking. It hurts my back. But when I was perusing their app, I did discover that they had another color that I did not see when I was at the store, called Beachy Splash. It's right back here, because it ain't went far. Yeah, there it is. What is this color? It said something about beach, and that was it. That was all it took. Yeah, Beachy Splash. Beachy Splash. There was one out of the package. What happened? Hold on. Y'all, why I'm ordering more yarn and I got... there it is. Yeah, here's the two that... Because, well, I got a lot of this color. Because it was really cheap at the time. It was... I think I got the discount. I got another 20% off or some... It was less than $3 a cake by the time I got done. So, you know, I got enough for whatever I wanted. But, yes, this is what I got. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm thinking wearable, but I don't know yet. Because of that whole lay flat and dry thing, that's why I don't want to do a blanket. That's why I haven't done anything with it yet, because I'm really pondering. Because I believe this is one of those. Yep, dry flat. But it's acrylic. So I'll probably just air dry it. I'll probably put it in the dryer, but put it on the tumble dry, no heat. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, I'm sure that's what I'll do. But I'm not sure if it's going to be like a cardigan or a sweater or a pullover or a blanket. Don't know yet. I really don't know yet. I'm going to hang on to it until I figure it out, though. And it's beachy colors. I mean, that's every color that you could possibly look for in the beach sunset. And it's gorgeous. but I bought 8 of them. See why I haven't been in any hurry to buy any more yarn since then? Yeah, my yarn buying has gone down substantially. Really? Well, come on. Come on. Well, come on and say hello. Come on and say hello. Come on. Say hello. All right. Say hello. Say hello. There. You happy now? You know what? You don't want to know how she woke me up this morning? And I didn't wake up to messy floor this morning. God bless her. This morning, or I guess I don't know what time it was when we woke up. But when she woke me up by putting her cold doggy nose to my nose and then leaning against me. That's how she woke me up. The sweetest way possible. I'm kind of a light sleeper that way. I'm very easy to wake up. And or at least most of the time, like when the boys want to wake me up, they know all they had to do is open my door and call my name and say mom, mom, and I'm awake. But she just she went nose to nose with me and put that cold doggy nose to my nose, and then she leaned her body against my body, and I opened my eyes and looked into her eyes, and I was like, good morning. Then I immediately got up and let her out, and I think that's what kept me from having to clean up pee-pee off my floor this morning. I'm fairly certain. And she just found a rubber ball that was over here. She threw it on the floor and let it bounce, and then she picked it back up. She's a smart dog. We just got to get this. And I know some people said something about getting her puppy pads or something like that. No, she shreds those. She shreds those. But we'll get there. We'll get there. At least I know from now on that if she wakes me up with that nose thing, that she's trying to tell me, Mama, I need out. I need to go. And so I will immediately get up and let her out. Because of course, you know, being a woman of a certain age, as soon as I open my eyes, I need to go pee too. Yep, you need to go too. But now that I done told on myself about my secret little yarn that I bought, I told the members about it. But I didn't tell y'all about it, y'all regular folks, because it was just a small little purchase. I mean, because they were less than $3 a piece, and it was all one color, so it was kind of a boring yarn haul anyway. But I got 2 different colors of this Menagerie, and then I got some more. I ordered 1 more color, and then some more of the hummingbird, so I can share it with somebody, and to go in her package to her that I'm gonna be sending next week. So yeah, a package that I've owed her for a month or so. It happens that way. You just get caught up into stuff. But I got one thing that I cleared off my plate tonight, so hopefully I can do some more and clear off some more things and get my courage up and go to the dentist and get this tooth out. That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be good. But I don't know. It's still something that I'm struggling with, building the courage up to go get it out. I know it needs out. It might even be part of why my stomach's been acting ugly. I don't know. But it's possible. It's possible. But that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I just wanted to come visit with you a little bit. I get this uploaded, and then I'll do the devotionals, and I'll crochet a little bit, go to bed. Been watching true crime TV as usual. Seems to be my forte these days. I've been watching some videos on YouTube, some body cam videos on YouTube. Y'all ever watch those body cam videos that, you know, that they put together for certain crimes and stuff like that, where they piece together a video with body cam footage from police interactions with people? they're fascinating, you know. They're a little bit educational. It teaches you what not to do when you interact with the police. Teaches you everything what not to do when you interact with the police. Absolutely do not act like those people. Don't put yourself in that situation. Always be upfront and honest, and that's always the best way to be in every situation. Because more times than not, being upfront and honest will get you out of trouble quicker than it will anything. So, anyhow, I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I hope everything's good with y'all. I know I got a couple of new subscribers, and I really appreciate that. And just so y'all know, subscriptions are free. Channel memberships start at 99 cents. And yes, the channel memberships do help me. I do some channel members only content, and I do have a channel member only chat room associated with our Facebook group. If you need help or need a link or something, just let me know and I'll get you the link. I know some folks are having trouble navigating over there, but it's a by invite only kind of channel chat room, just to make sure that that the correct perk is going to the correct person. Because the regular group chat, there's a general chat associated with the Facebook group that anybody can go into. I don't have any restrictions on that one. I just ask that you don't go in there trying to sell my people anything, and don't go in there promoting other channels. It's just about sharing, what's going on with you, your crochet project. If you need prayer, you can go in there and ask for prayer, that sort of thing. But, I do monitor it, and if I see anything I don't like, I address that. But the channel members only chat is just that. It's part of a perk for being a channel member, and I have to keep a tight rein on that one, because people pay for the privilege of it, and I want to make sure that they the right people are in there. So I'm not doing that to be ugly to any particular person, but if you're paying for something, you want to make sure that the right people that are paying are getting it. So that's all that is about. Do you want me to throw that? She's playing with a ball. Well, bring it back. Bring it back. She's so darn cute. But like I said, if you need help getting, I'll see if I can put that channel members chat room link in the description. And just if you are a channel member and you're needing access, just go in there and request access, and I'll see your request and let you in that way. And we'll work it out. So, because I know a lot of people's name on YouTube doesn't match what their name is on Facebook. So, maybe those of you that are channel members, if you could maybe let me know in a comment what your name is on Facebook, and that'll help me find you and get you invited into the chat room. That way, I get everybody in that deserves to be in, and that'll help me out a lot. So those of you interested in that, just hit me, just in the comments, put what you're known as on Facebook, if you're comfortable doing that, and that way I could find you and send you an invite, and know that you're getting one of your perks that way. So, and of course, subscriptions, like I said, are free, and it does help. The more subscribers I have does help drive how much ad revenue I get. Those ads and commercials that you see on the videos, when you let those play, I get a little piece of that. So that does help me and my family when you do that. So if you're not able to do channel membership, or you're not able to do a lot of things, if you could just let the ads run on the video, that helps me a lot. I know they're a nuisance, and if you want to hit skip, you go right ahead and hit skip, and I will totally understand. But if you have the time and the patience to let that ad run, let it run, because it does help me. And it doesn't cost you anything to let the ad run, just a little patience. And I know the longer my videos are, the more ads they put in. And I know there's a way to control some of that, but I just let them put them in there. Where'd it go, boo? There it is. Okay. Just let, some folks don't know how all that is done, but those ads are how we get paid to do YouTube. And I don't make a lot. I just make enough to help us out the second half of the month for groceries and stuff. And that's how I support, help, buy groceries for the second half of the month. That's about all I make enough to do. And that's all I've ever tried to do. I'm not trying to, get rich or anything. I'm just trying to get by. Those bigger channels, the ones that have, 30, 40, and 50,000 and more subscribers, those are the folks that are actually making a living off their channel. I have other income. I have my disability income that actually pays my bills. My YouTube money is just money that I use to supplement that. So I'm not trying to become a big, rich person. Not that those people are trying to become rich, but they have families to feed and families to support, and their channels are large enough to do that. And I wholeheartedly support that if that's what they're wanting to do. But me, this has always just been a side thing for me. So, and I just happen to pay more attention. My channel's small enough to where I can give my subscribers more personal attention than a bigger channel has time to do, if that makes sense. So if you see me interacting with y'all in the comments more so than bigger channels do, that's because my channel is small enough that I can still do that. Bigger channels have thousands, hundreds and thousands of comments. They don't have time to interact personally and intimately with every, comment and every subscriber like I do. So it's a bit different. And you just have to, understand that they don't have that kind of time, because they're getting hundreds and thousands of comments that I don't get. I get, maybe 100, maybe a couple of hundred comments per video if I'm lucky. So of course I can give you more attention, so it's easier. And I'm perfectly fine like that, because y'all are my people. Y'all have seen me through so much stuff, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Not at all. Us smaller channels, we're pretty happy that way. If you ask someone else that has the same amount of subscribers I do, they probably feel the same way. That they like the more closer interactions and the relationships they've built through being a smaller channel. So, we don't have big ambitions. We're just trying to get by. So, anyway, I'll let y'all go now. Before my dog destroys my yarn. She was chewing that ball right on top of that bag. Anyway, I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And of course, please, as always, remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. I'm going to go play ball with mine. See you next time. Bye.